listen, we're going live today. It's been a busy old day, so I haven't had a chance to do any sort of pre-made material, but I just thought I'd check in whilst I'm meandering back to home. Absolutely cracking day today. Today you could almost get a suntan. Almost. But yeah, just thought, come home with Roger Roadside. That's a bit romantic, isn't it? That would be a good little thing. Just every day, just come home with Roger Roadside. Oh, that's saucy. What's happening here? People with hazard lights on always scare me a little bit. But we've managed to squeeze in there. Don't worry about that. Thank you, mother, for the rabbits. But we've got caught out at this stoplight. So, yeah. Obviously, for those who are watching this potentially after this live, because obviously at the moment I'm speaking to no one, but yeah, so I might repeat myself a little bit throughout the video, just because you never can tell. But listen, what an interesting time to be alive. Obviously with the Donald Trump, the Trumpster has acted upon his words and gone in and done what he's done over in Iran, and I made a little video of it. See, if you actually go back and watch a little bit of old Roger Roadside's videos, you'll notice that I made a little video about how stupid the puberty blocker situation was, and lo and behold, a little while after that, that was, and how I thought that was a bit of that was talking about Iran. No one's actually doing anything. A bit sad. And now suddenly everyone's talking about Iran. I'll give myself a little pat on the back here for being someone who's spoken about a few topics and then them come to light. I'm almost like the reverse of a journalist. I tell the story before it's actually unfolded, and yeah, I wonder if that could be a job. I could be like a reverse journalist. I don't know. Welcome to the two people that have slid on to into the little journey home with Roger Roadside today. This is, I've pretty much finished for the day, and I'm just sort of meandering home. So, you're welcome to join me on the journey. I should have taken the turn off there, but I was too busy spitting facts. Look, this is welcome into the London Borough, the measles capital of London. You'll find here a lot of, I never knew what those things were. I thought that was like pesticide spraying and stuff like that up there in the sky. I either thought it was that, or I thought it was rocket ships when I was a kid. Or I thought it was someone who had flushed the toilet. I thought that was the situation that was going on. When you see that in the sky, someone's just done a big poo there. But sadly, no, that's not the case. G'day to a few people in here. We've got a few hellos coming through. G'day, Jamila. Always lovely to see you. I do look good. Well, I mean, this is my best. This is my best side. So, anything that doesn't show me is obviously always a good thing. Where am I? I'm in North London. I've just entered the borough of Enfield. G'day, Kelly. G'day, Ruth or Ruthman. Hello to you. Hello, Ruman. Voltsy. Hello. Should we sing a little song for Voltsy? Hello. Welcome to my channel, Voltsy. There you go. We're just about to turn right here. This could be very dangerous because we've got traffic coming on the right side. We've got traffic coming on the left side, and we've got some people in front of us that are doing some things that we're not quite sure of what's happening. But, I'll tell you what, things have opened up here. I'm going to go for it, see what happens. Here I am. Oh, I've entered it. I'm in. And I'm legal because I'm outside the cross lines. Those cross line things always give me the, I always get scared about those I've been caught out too many times. You know, just like a centimetre of your wheel is in that area, and it's always I always get nabbed. Poop, yes, poop. Ruhman's under 17. Poop, yes. Poop me or poop because I was speaking about poop. There's so many connotations with this. 6767, well done. Well done. Do you know, I always thought 67 was something that was like interesting with the kids or something, was it? Maybe you'll have to teach me what 67, because you've got to remember Ruhamamaz under 17. Old Roger Roadside is quite old, so 6767. You know, 67 is not good. You know, I don't really know what it is. G'day, Stephen Mason. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for coming on by. You know, sit back, travel home with Roger Roadside. If you've never seen the borough of Enfield, it has no meaning. Yeah, I thought. Look, I pretty much know that's the case. It's just kids being kids, isn't it? I mean, I can't remember doing anything like that when I was a kid. I was quite intelligent and astute and mature for my age. I'd smoke a bubble pipe quite often and read Mad magazine, and yeah, considered myself, oh geez, this guy's fit. I don't know if you can see him. I'll try to maneuver it. That guy there, just on the right, fit. I think if I was wearing something that tight, I wouldn't be able to breathe. And he's having a fag as well, and he's having a cigarette. Jesus, what a machine. Well done, sir. Where are you going? I'm going back home. I live in the northern suburbs of London. I won't obviously say where, because I don't want tons and tons of women to be camped outside my house. But yeah, I live in the northern suburbs. I live in Enfield area. I am in Enfield at the moment. I was just doing a little bit of work just outside Enfield in Wood Green. And so yeah, so just sort of taking the slow way home. So I do a lot of work with businesses, retailers, and cafes and restaurants and this, that, and the other. So you know, I'm always on the lookout for places. Always on the lookout. You never know if you never go. But also, I have to leave it this time, because even though, you know, geographically I'm not really that far away from home, but it's just so much traffic at this point in time. It's ridiculous. That's England. Yes, it is. I live in Manchester. I bloody love Manchester. You know, I love Manchester. Look, you're either going to hate me or you're going to love me, Voltsy. You know, or you could just be in the middle and not perturbed either way. But I am a Manchester City fan. I have been well before the money landed. I used to like playing them in the old computer games, and when they were in a couple of divisions below the Premier League, and I used to like playing as them and getting them up and getting them into the Premier League. And Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and, you know, next minute they're beating Manchester United. That used to be what I used to like doing. So there you go. I'm from Leicester. Leicester's cool. Ali Quincy, London. Well, London, I'm not going to lie, Ari, but London's been a little bit grey, hasn't it? Hello, Sofvili. Yeah, the accent, it's Australian. It's the one that I've got. You know, there's nothing I can do about it. I've been over here for 12 years. I can be proper English if I wanted to. I could speak with an English-British accent, maybe. Just so people can understand what I'm saying. That was a terrible accent. But, yeah, it's the only one I've got. Softly. Yeah, Softly. Softly's in Leicester, good part of the place. Goodbye, Jamela. Thank you for coming. Hello, David Knight. How you going? It's a strong name, David Knight. For some reason, I imagine Knight Rider as your vehicle of choice. Anyone who's over the age of 35 might know Knight Rider. Okay, at least you're. Yeah, well, look, I'm not a glory. Look, I used to, dick off and you know, there's quite a few. I used to, I was, you know, again, I was just a kid. Most of my friends used to barrack for Manchester United or Liverpool because that was, you know, back in Oz, that was all we really knew as being the only places for football. But yeah, I used to just like playing them, getting them up through the leagues, and being the underdog. So yeah, that's where I got into them. But yeah. What's today? Today's Monday, isn't it? Blimey. Hope everyone's had a good start to the week today. You know, we're blessed with some nice weather. I've got a feeling, and look, correct me if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm wrong. You know, but it's going to be pretty hard to tell me if I'm wrong because I'm going to make a prediction. So you can't really tell me if I'm wrong unless you're watching this back in about 6 or 7 months for some reason. But I've got a feeling that this summer is going to be quite bloody hot and quite bloody long. I've just got a feeling. I've got a feeling, got a bit of an inkling. This is gonna be one of those days. I'll give a packet of Tic Tacs to anyone who knows what that song's from. It's from a TV show. Packet of Tic Tacs to anyone who knows the answer to that. If anyone doesn't know as of yet, but on my channel we've got a 50% off subscriber rate at the moment. Usually to subscribe to my channel it's free, but for this week and this week only I'm giving a 50% discount on that. So it's not only free, but it's half of that. You know, if anyone's interested in that, it's just a bit of a start to summer sale. Anyone interested in advertising, get in touch because, you know, as you can see, because I drive around quite a fair bit, there's some good opportunities. Obviously, Grace Day Care Centre reached out, got in touch with me, said that they were going to be here at this point in time, so give them a shout out. So anyone interested in some day centre activities, if you've got an emergency or anything, you can contact them on that number in front of us. Feel free to reach out. Any subscribers get 20% off, allegedly, not factual, but there you go. Do you like a Greggs sausage roll? I bloody love a Greggs sausage roll. I mean, who does? Look, I'll be honest. I spend a lot of time down in Cornwall, and I bloody love Cornwall. And I got quite addicted to the Cornish pastries down that way, the slices and the pasties and the turnovers and whatnot. And I tell you what, it's a different level of quality down in that area. And but you know, Greggs, you know, I've been here long enough to remember when Greggs used to serve it 7 days ago, and you're just going to have to put it in the microwave yourself. Nah, stuff that. I come into a bakery, I want a bloody hot sausage roll. So yeah, sort of, if I'm brutally honest, I've probably gone off him a little bit. So yeah, hope that answers the question. Hello, Tikal Teddy. Hello. What planet is this? Well, it's a very good question that you ask, and you know, I'd love to live in a time where that was a relevant question. But you know, this is obviously Earth. But you know, thanks for asking. I mean, imagine if you know, crazy dude was actually just an alien who's just somehow logged into YouTube and is scrolling through, and you know, just didn't know which planet he was viewing. That would be fun. G'day to Tiki Teddy. Lovely to meet you. Thanks for dropping on by. He's quite picky. Is it me? I'm quite picky. Yeah. Oh, your cousin. Oh, I've just read that wrong. Yeah, your cousin Hazen. Yeah, look, fair enough. Look, it can be a bit hit and miss. I get that. I just don't like. What don't I like? I don't like it when you go in there and you pay your £2.20 or whatever it is for a sausage roll, and it's bloody stone cold. Stone cold Steve Austin. That's what it is. Stuff that. Tikel. Where am I? Area 665. I am in the northern suburbs of London. This is called, well, actually where I'm at the moment is Palmer's Green, but we're in the borough of Enfield, or the borough, depending on which side you butter your bread. But as you can see, it's been a cracking day today. Look, London always looks better. There's always a bit of a better vibe around it when there's no clouds in the sky. It actually looks like a nice place. I'll tell you what, the last, 6 weeks, 8 weeks or so, with all the rain and all the drizzle and all the greyness, it can be, a little bit oppressing. I'm sure, regardless of where it's not just London, it's UK all round. It can get a little bit like that, can it? And I think, it just makes the world of difference when you can actually just see the sky and it's that nice sort of iridescent blue. Look, it doesn't matter if it's bloody 5 degrees outside. If you can see a blue sky, you just automatically perk up, don't you? Yeah? But yeah, that's where I'm at. Tickle, when you... I like tickles. Who doesn't like tickles? You'd have to be a right prat to not like tickles, I reckon. There's a nice little bit of advertising for Rabbit's vehicle hire with our new refrigerated fleet. There you go. If you ever need a refrigerated vehicle, get onto Rabbit's. Thank your mother for the rabbits. I say that all the time. But yeah. This is coming into Winchmore Hill. If anyone, so Palmer's Green and Winchmore Hill is kind of a little bit of an affluent sort of area. I'd say it's a little bit. It's a little bit on the pricier side. Then you get into Enfield, and you've got a little bit more patchier areas of. We're going to go for a little bit of a jaunt down where some really good houses are. I don't know if you'll see them with this camera angle, but we'll have a look see. But this is close to the area where I live, so I quite like this little strip here. There's a couple of good restaurants down this way. Just on the right up here, I think it's on this one, or it might be a little bit further up actually, but I don't know if anyone's ever had this before. Actually, it is a bit further up, but my partner and I, we got pregnant quite some time ago, well, a little bit over a year ago now, and all the way through the pregnancy, my partner was terribly excited, so we would often go in, and I think it's a little bit further up, but it's one of those private scanning places, and so we went in there a couple of times and got to see little one when he was still in the old tummy, and that was quite nice. We got to check in on him every so often, and that's where we had the gender reveal there, and that was good. But yeah, I recommend if you've never, I don't know, if you're pregnant or if you're thinking about getting pregnant or one day, we just thought it was really good and comforting, because obviously the NHS, you do it through the NHS. They'll obviously do the regulatory scans and stuff like that. But if I'm brutally honest with you, that's about every, I don't know, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, something like that. And I don't know, for us, I think we were going nearly every 2 or 3 weeks, if I'm right. But it was just nice. It was just nice to make sure everything was still ticking along fine there and all that sort of jazz. But yeah, I do recommend that if anyone is preggers or thinking about getting preggers, get yourself a private scan every now and again. It's a good bit of fun. In the private scan one that we did when we did the gender reveal, what they do is they change the lighting in there. So I didn't know obviously whether little one was going to be a boy or a girl, and lo and behold, just as the physician was about to say the sex, the lights turned blue. Suddenly I was in Manchester City's dressing room. I was about to put the kid on, but it was bloody good. I enjoyed that. So yeah, this is this bit here is a bit of the you have to have some money to live at this part here. This is the top of Winchmore Hill. I would need to live about 4 lifetimes to be able to afford something here. But you know, obviously some people do. Obviously some people, well, they obviously they are. But yeah. If anyone hasn't already subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do it. Look, it doesn't cost you anything. And remember, for those who have been here for a little bit, remember this week we've got a 50% off subscriptions. To subscribe to the channel, it's usually free, but for this week and this week alone, there's a 50% discount. So get in while you can. I do a bit of pre-record stuff. It's not always the live stuff, but obviously being subscribed helps. You get a little notification obviously when I go live, which is always handy. But I also try to do a bit of the old pre-record stuff, and you know, so there's a bit of content coming out. What do I do? It's sort of, look, it's nothing. It's not rocket science. I mean, I talk about what's going on. Admittedly, what's going on at the moment is primarily a lot of bloody political stuff, which I'm by no means an expert, you know, by no means an expert when it comes to politics and, you know, government and stuff like that. But I tell you what, and I don't seem to be alone. It just seems as though, and I won't go on too much of a rant, but it just seems in the last 5 to 10 years that I've been here, it's just been a downward decline in regards to common sense. You know, just the economy's been stuffed, and it's been stuffed for a long time, and no one seems to bloody do anything. There seems to be, you know, loads of money going to places that you sort of question, why are you doing that when things are so stuffed? Yeah, I don't know. Focuses seem to be in the wrong areas, and they've seemed to be in the wrong areas for quite some time. You know, the general public, you know, the people on the street, the average person on the street just, you know, seems to have the same concerns day in, day out. So, you know, they just don't seem to be addressed. But, you know, I've also done a couple of little videos on you know, I think it was 100-ton fatberg that was found in a sewage system in London. So, you know, it varies, my pre-recorded stuff. But it's just a little bit about things that are going on, and you know, the effect that it has on the community, effect that it has on people in the UK, but it could also be worldwide stuff. You know, things that's happened in Palestine and in Iran and stuff like that. I tend to have a bit of a chat about that, but it's not necessarily. I wouldn't say the channel is necessarily about me saying what I think should be done. It's more about sort of highlighting a few things that I think are questionable, and I guess just giving, you know, you, the viewer, the chance to have your say on it, and you know, talk about it and discuss it, rather than just have me sort of spout stuff out. It's not really that sort of channel. But anyway, listen, I appreciate. Listen, I'm just at the Sainsbury's near where I live, and I'm probably going to turn off now and you know, grab us, me and my partner, some stuff for din dins tonight. I don't know if anyone says din dins. Is that a cool way to say dinner, or is that din dins? I mean, it makes me feel a bit old, if I'm honest with you. Anyway, I'm going to get some stuff for dinner. But listen, I thank you all for coming in and stopping past, and anyone new that stopped past and checked out and commented down below. You know, thank you. What a bloody legend you are. You know, you didn't have to do it, but you bloody did it, and I appreciate it. For anyone who's watching this outside of this live situation, you know, thank you for stopping on by. And even though you knew it was live and you didn't get to attend the actual live version, you still bloody stuck it through, and you got to this far if you did. So I appreciate you. But yeah, I'm going to turn off now. But yeah, just wanted to say thanks. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you have a good Monday night. And Roger Roadside saying thank you, Mum, for the rabbits. Ciao.